What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and I'm here today with the review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. This is Season 6, Episode 11, and it's titled What Happens in Vegas. They need to leave Vegas. But you guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump into the video. Alright, so we're going to start up with the nothing of the episode. So we see Mr. Penguin, aka Jason Lee. So he went to his hometown. I don't forgot what the name of it is, but he went to visit his family. And he's celebrating. I guess it's the anniversary of his brother's death. And he's telling his family, like, when his brother died, he feels like the whole family kind of drifted apart from each other. They don't really talk like that. And he says, he's talking about his past, how he was put into the foster care system when he was 8 years old because his mom was on drugs and his dad just wasn't a part of his life. And he's telling them how before his mom, the day before his mom died, she asked him to forgive her, and she forgave him. And then, like I said, she died the next day. And he's just talking about how he doesn't feel like his dad likes him, wants to be around him, or any of that stuff. And then one of his brothers, his name was Link. And the brother got mad. Actually, one of his brothers and his sister got mad, talking about, we're not gonna sit here and let you bash our daddy. Now, mind you guys, I don't really care for Penguin, aka Jason Lee. I don't care for him that much. But for them to try to diminish how he feels about what his dad did for him or didn't do for him, like, the boy said he went to foster care. He said he was molested and other things. So if that's how he feels, that's how he feels. Like, the man didn't take care of his responsibility. Let's be honest. His daddy did not take care of his responsibility. When you see that your baby mama is on drugs and you got a child with this woman, like, why would you let your child go into the foster care system? And then he said that his dad raised his older brother, the brother Link, and his sister. Like, if he raised those two, why can't we even take your son in? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. And then for them to sit there and say he not gonna bash, they're not gonna let him bash their daddy. Well, your daddy didn't do a good job with him, so what is he supposed to say? Oh, he was a great dad? Nah. Like, fuck that shit. Like, bashing him. So then we see, before, so they were having a memorial for his brother. And, before the memorial, he called his dad to meet up with him. He talked to his dad about meeting up. But his dad didn't show up to meet up with him. So, so yeah, he says he don't want them to, he doesn't want things to be divided. So then we get to the memorial. So of his brothers, of the 9 siblings, only 4 of them showed up. The dad didn't show up, and their brother Link didn't show up. And that's basically it with Jason Lee. And then next, let's talk about Ray and Princess. So Ray and Princess didn't have anything in this episode either. They are out celebrating Melody's first birthday. And Ray tells Princess that, he met up with Marcus Houston and, J-Bug. And they want him to go out, to, do this, excuse me, do that little show with them in LA. And then he also, the B2K tour is wrapping up and they want him to come out to Las Vegas. Princess flips out and, she's like, I understand that Ray needs to make money. Well, if you realize he's a businessman and he's making money, why are you flipping out? Like, he's here with you right now for the baby's birthday. Like, I don't get it. I really don't. Like, Ray and Princess really don't have a storyline this season. I think more so Ray is on here just for comedic relief, which he definitely does that. But the whole thing with them is just like, y'all really, truly do not have a fucking storyline. But we're going to move on to the other bullshit that wasn't much either. All right, so then we move over to Vegas. So April, she shows up to Vegas. She's talking to Paris, and she doesn't know she doesn't really know Little Lyrica that much. And Paris is talking about how she's gonna turn up, be Mother Thought, and April is talking about Drew's grandmother. I guess the grandmother died. I don't. I think I think she said his grandmother died. So then we see the boys. It's Zell, it's Booby, it is Mickey Monday, and then Clutch and Pearls, aka Auntie Faye, aka A1. He shows up with them. So, Zell wants him to come to the crib with them to talk to little Lyrica. Clutch and Pearl says, I don't know if I want to go to the house because, I feel like if I go there, me and little Lyrica are going to argue with one another. So then we see, I don't know where Paris got these fucking strippers from. She could have kept these strippers because when I'm like, where'd you get these bootleg ass looking strippers from? For real, like, where did you get these strippers from? But actually, let me just go back to Auntie Faye. So he was talking about how he does miss Little Lyrica, but he's deflecting. He said that his actions are because she cheated on him, and I'm like, so it's an eye for an eye? Like that makes no sense. So then we see the boys that go back to the crib minus Clutch and Pearls, and is it me? But Zell just seemed overhyped to see those girls, and I'm like, really? Like you really trying to just? I mean, you said you bisexual. We believe you. You don't have to do. It just feels like you putting on airs at this point to me. And we see Booby. He tried to shoot his shot at April. April shot that ass down because I mean, literally, April is having. I mean, she's with Fizz, so I mean, he's trying to see if she's with Fizz or not. But yeah, nigga, she's with Fizz. Um. So yeah, then we see everybody talking about Clutch and Pearls and Little Lyrica, and they all on the same page. Like they all are literally basically saying the same thing. I'm not gonna reiterate it. Like to be quite honest with you guys, it's really stupid to me. So then we do see Booby, we see April, and we see Mickey Monday. So they're talking about the night before and those strippers, if you want to call them that. And then they say, Mickey Monday's like, it means something when a man says that he's hurting. Okay, he's hurting. What does that mean? What does that really mean? Does that mean that he's found an error in his ways? Like, tell me what that means, Mickey Monday. Please explain that. And then the fact that Booby was still trying to shoot his shot at April, and the fact that Booby said April is wife material. I said to who? To who? Okay, just explain that. Who is she wifey material to? Explain that. Make that make sense to me. Moving on. All right, so then we see the others. So they having a house party full of nothing but extras that Mona hired. We do see Ray J. He shows up in Vegas and he's like, you know how I travel. They call me PJ Ray J. I'm like, whatever, Ray J. So then we see Ray J. He is meeting up with Clutch and Pearls, aka Auntie Faye, who is dressed like a crossing guard, like a construction worker. I'm like, what is this getup that you got on? So Ray's like, you know what, we need to pull up on them because this is the last leg of the B2K tour. And he's like, so is everything still good with you? Is everything going on? Like, what's going on between you and Little Lyrica? It's the same shit that's going on between them. He says, okay, we need to come up. You need to come with me. And he's like, I can't do that. Like, I feel like if I go there, we're going to argue with one another. But Ray J talks him into going to the party. So, we do see them. They all at the party. They having a good time. And like I said, Teeny Fizzlepop's grandmother did pass away. And April asked him, are you good? And he says, yes. So then we see Ray and, Clutch and Pearl show up. So, we see Ray passing out his party favors. And then we also see Spectacular. So Spectacular is telling Clutch and Pearl to go talk to his wife. So then, he says, he left her alone so that she could have some space. And he's saying this to her. He left her alone so that she could have some space. Maybe she would realize that she wants her husband back. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, she would realize that she wants her husband back. But you the motherfucker that cheated on her. But she gonna realize that she want her husband back. Okay. So then she asked him, did you cheat on me with the girl out there in Vegas? He says, nah, I didn't cheat on you with that girl. And, he says to her that he wants her back. But to me, that just did not seem all that so genuine and authentic when he said that. It just felt like he was just saying it just to say it. So that party wrapped up, and then we go to the next day. They recapping the B2K concert. They packing up to get out of Vegas. Then we end the episode seeing Teeny Fizzlepop and April in bed together. I'm like, really? I could. This episode was lackluster. To be quiet. Actually, this season has been lackluster. But you guys, that was the video. That was the episode. Be sure to like the video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys later.